opening our sacred space in the energy of love, a higher level of consciousness, truth and authenticity, groundedness, and all that is for our highest good. I call upon Danu, the mother goddess in Ireland. And this is really that mother time of harvest with the land, with Mother Earth. And of course, that would also invite us to evoke Eru, Goddess Eru, the goddess of Ireland, Era. Brigid, she's already here with us with her beautiful eternal flame and her sacred waters and her beautiful, loving, healing heart. Margan and the Kaliak and Maeve. Anya, the bright shining one, Augusquania. Calling upon the Tuatha in the mythical race, the shining ones, the she. Calling upon, with his powerful energy, the sun, Isis, August Hathor. And all of that beautiful, nourishing energy, we call upon Kuan Yin, Venus. We call upon our higher council, those that choose to be here for the highest good. And if you feel called to call upon your ancestors and those that choose to be here for the highest good, they can come in if you invite them with their incredible healing presence, or come in for healing. And when that relationship is built, I mean, it's incredible to have that support of your ancestors. So I invite you now, if there's a specific guide, God, goddess, I invite you to call upon them now, evoking Goddess Cora, August Taltu. Cora is the serpent goddess of Ireland. I invite you now to feel the soles of your feet touching the earth. And beyond the floor now, just sending your energy right down into the heart of Mother Earth, where your womb, your energetic womb, and the womb of the earth can connect. Feeling your heartbeat and her heartbeat coming one. And feeling this incredible strength of the earth and how alive it is right now. Perhaps in certain parts of the world, she's feeling a little tired, getting a little overheated. And of course, we always come back to nature. We always connect with nature because it's such a wonderful, wonderful teacher to us. The land is so full of bounty and abundance for all of us on the Northern Hemisphere. But we always have that yin and yang, right? So some parts are getting overheated. So then what do? We transition into the spring equinox, or the autumn equinox, right? Where it's like, oh, the leaves got burnt. She got tired and she's like, oh, I think I'm ready to start the descent. And we know that ever since the summer solstice, we've already started that descent. Where we're carrying on, like the days are getting shorter every single day, even though we're in this radiance of the sun, this incredibly young, active movement time of the year. That's that cyclical cycle within us as well. That duality, that honoring both our light and our shadow, working with both, embodying our own yin and yang, or as we call it, our divine feminine, our sacred masculine. That beautiful sacred union where we fully welcome all parts of ourselves and honor and listen and sit with. These points on the wheel, like Lughnasadh and Samhain and Bealtaine and Imbolc, these points, the midway points where the veils are so thin, remind us of what our ancestors would have been doing for hundreds, thousands of years. This is the time of the second harvest. This is the time where we really look at reaping all that we've sown. In our mind's eye, really our Celtic wheel begins at the autumn equinox, right? The letting go, descending into the darkness, the birth canal. And we let go, and we surrender some more, all the way through Samhain, all the way through the winter solstice. But even though it looks like we're dormant and we're in hibernation and it's really yin and we may not feel like we're doing anything, but that's actually some of the most powerful time, because we're planting the seeds. We're experiencing that rebirth that happens around the winter solstice. And then in Imbolc, the little buds start to show, coming up through the soil. And then spring equinox, right? We really start to see the blossoming. When we move to Bealtaine, there's just this fullness and this bounty and this external. And then by the time we move to the summer solstice, that's the most yang, the most outward. We have the longest day of the year. And so by this time of Lughnasadh, the land does start to get a little depleted. And of course, depending where you are in the world, we've had not that much sun, we've had lots of rain, so it's still lush and abundant here. But you can feel the wheel turning. You can feel the shift, and you can feel that internally, and you can witness it externally. Floating your left hand to your heart and your right hand down at your womb or your energetic womb. And just notice how that feels as you are deeply connected with the land, with the earth. And notice if you can tune into her energy now and how that feels in your body when you do that. What do you feel from her? And are you mirroring that back? Or is it a reminder of something? Is it a remembrance of something? Is it an invitation? And these points on the wheel are these beautiful, beautiful reminders to us. Let's just pause. Let's just sit with it. And of course, it is the fire time, right? So fires are lit. And at these points on the wheel, there's days of festivals that happen. And this really was the abundant time, right? The second harvest of the year. So I ask you with your hand on your heart, what did you plant in this past year? What are you reaping the rewards from? How does that show up for you? What work did you do? What inner work? How did you sit with yourself? How did you listen? How did you witness? With your mind's eye now, I invite you to see yourself standing at this beautiful little bricked wooden gate, feeling your feet fully planted on the earth. Perhaps you look down and notice that you're barefoot and how that feels. And as you look around, you see that you are surrounded by all of these incredibly beautiful, powerful mountains all around you. Full 360 view, mountains all the way around. And as you look out in front, you see this incredibly beautiful stone circle. And beyond that stone circle, there's these incredible waterfalls. These two waterfalls flowing down the mountain. So as you look to the gate now, you notice that Goddess Danu and Brigid are there to greet you. They're inviting you in, and as always, you just tune in and, does this feel good to me? Is this something I'd like to do? And if that's a yes, right, we want to be always so clear on our yeses and our nos and what feels right and what doesn't. See Danu reaching out for your left hand, and Brigid, your right. And they gently guide you towards this beautiful stone circle. And just even notice with the lay of the land and Mother Earth's mountains all around you. Notice how you feel. Do you feel supported and held by the earth? And as you look up, you see the sun shining down right into the center of the stone circle. Goddess Danu invites you to walk around the circle 3 times in silence. And she invites you to request permission to enter, if that's what you feel called to do. So as you walk around this stone circle, and it's actually quite a small stone circle, there's just 5 stones there. But as you do, tune into the energies here. And ask those energies, is it in the highest good? You have permission to enter. And with every step, just notice yourself feeling more connected with the land, feeling even more connected with yourself, your highest self, your deep inner knowing. With every step, this deepening of this communion that happens, this deep sense of remembrance. So as you make your way around for the 3rd time, coming to the entrance of the stone circle, Goddess Danu on your left and Brigid on your right, they invite you to enter the stone circle. And notice how that feels for you. As you enter this stone circle, you feel this invitation to energetically introduce yourself to each one of these sacred stones. These, what are really are pillars of light. So I'm going to invite you to take a moment now to go up to each of these 5 ancient stones and tune in with them. And see if there's guidance there. See if there's a sharing, a receiving. Allowing your breath to be deep and full. With every step, just notice your breath becoming deeper. Feeling yourself becoming even more grounded and centered. And surrendering even more deeply to this moment. And once you feel complete, I'm going to invite you to come into the center of the stone circle. And I can feel that deep connection that you have with those rocks. And they're not just rocks. They're messengers. They hold powerful energy. They've been placed there to help you remember. So perhaps there's this deep sense of remembrance that comes as you're connecting with these stones. These portals, these pillars of light. And whenever you're ready to come into the center and knowing that this place is always available to you, you can come and sit with these rocks for as long as you wish. It's like that soul exchange has happened now, that imprint of these sacred rocks. It's always there for you to visit, always has been, always will be. And that's where that certainty can come in, right? We do know the sun rises every morning and it does set at the end of the day. The earth, that is one beautiful certainty, right? Mother Earth. So as you come to sit in the center of the stone circle, can you feel the energy of the dragon realm in this valley around this stone circle? The emerald dragon, the amethyst dragon, the golden dragon, the celestial dragon, the water dragon, the earth dragon, the fire dragon. Feeling these incredible allies, guardians that are there for you to facilitate and support you on this sacred work that you are here to do. And I know you know what I mean here. And for some of you, that sacred work is you showing up as you. It doesn't necessarily mean doing anything or being anything or having a specific title. It is your presence, what you have cultivated in who you are that does that. It's that every day that you show up in your practice to cultivate, to remember, as well as the big experiences, the big awakenings that you've had, but it's also the everyday, that conscious choice. Feel that support of your dragons all around you. They're making their presence more and more known as they are major facilitators of our new earth, our ancient earth. And this place where we do have, and it's happening on other timelines, where we do have absolute harmony. We are in a world where everyone has enough. As we know, there's an abundance, there's plenty for everybody. If you feel called to receive an activation at this time, you can make a conscious choice here to say yes or no. But at this time of Lughnasadh, this time of Lionsgate, it's an expansion of your consciousness. Moving up into that 5D level of consciousness, right? And beyond. It's not like it's numbers really, but it's just moving from this 3D, right, up into a higher frequency, a higher heart, a higher level of consciousness. So if that's something that you'd like to receive, we're just going to invite in now the energy of the codes, that white diamond light, that white diamond flame, and we're just going to invite that straight in from source and flowing down into the center of the stone circle. If you're happy to receive that at this time, and just feel these beautiful white diamond light, which holds all of the flames, all of the different rays of the rainbow, the ruby, the emerald, the amethyst, the blue ray, which is really, really present here in Ireland now, the emerald ray, the ruby ray, the yellow ray, the orange ray. So just allowing yourself to receive this energy. And we don't have to hold it, we can allow it to flow through and down. It's just an allowing and an awareness and a mindfulness. Taking a really beautiful, big, deep inhale and drawing that breath all the way up to the crown of your head as that light channels down, and then exhaling out your mouth. We'll do another one of those deep inhales, inhaling, drawing from the earth, all the way up to your body, all the way up to the crown of your head, holding your breath, and then exhaling out your mouth. One more deep, deep inhale. And exhale. Feeling your connection with your star, source of origin. Feeling that presence of the codes that are within you, what you bring. Having that awareness of that very, very important piece that you bring, as your presence really, really matters. It's important. And it's an essence and an energy and a light that only you have. Just floating your left hand over your heart, your right hand, and at your energetic womb or your womb. And then Danu and Brigid come into the center of the circle with us. And Brigid has the sacred water from her well. And she brings that water to your feet, like bathing your feet in her sacred waters. She offers you a chalice of water to drink the water. Danu also gathers the water and brings it to your third eye. She brings the water to your wrists, the inside of your wrists. She offers it for you to place it at your belly button. She invites you to drink from the chalice and just put it on the tip of your tongue. And then once it's on the tip of your tongue, she invites you to bring the tip of your tongue just up to the roof of your mouth, which is a really important gateway to opening up your consciousness. And this ceremony that's coming through is just one of deep remembrance, one of activation, one of our presence being here, the energy that you bring. And Goddess Danu brings you a gift of an amulet, a beautiful amethyst amulet. And she asks, is it okay if she places it around your neck? And she said that this amethyst amulet is a connection for you and your amethyst dragon, your support, your guardian, your guide. They invite you now to just take a moment here in silence to receive any guidance at this time. And then whenever you're ready, Goddess Danu and Goddess Brigid walk you out of the stone circle and over to that beautiful wooden rickety fence, feeling the flow of those two beautiful waterfalls, the support and the strength of the mountains all around you, the majesty of them, the beauty. And as you open this gate, it's stepping back from this other world, back into the present one. So as you walk through that gate and gently close it behind you, feel your feet touching the floor. And with your hand on your heart, feeling that amulet that's there now. I'm going to invite you to just gently maybe massage yourself if that feels good. Really bring that somatic piece in, that loving, nurturing, caring. Giving yourself a loving massage, giving yourself an embrace, a hug. Feel how that feels to kind of touch yourself. Maybe hold your own hand, touch your own face, rub your own neck. Put your hand just anywhere that you feel like it would be really nourishing for you. And just take a big, big, deep inhale and exhale. Taking your time, just coming back into the room, gently open your eyes.